Welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming. I'll leave this here right now. Please subscribe down at the link below. I guess this is a vlog. I guess it's a vlog or something. I guess. Thinking about a time today when I was in college and one of my instructors walks in. And when they walked into the lab, to the studio where we were, he sort of looked shocked and was like, whoa, you're here, like, oh, you're in this class, kind of thing, and I tried not to think that much about it. I don't really like taking things personal, but the more and more I thought about it, and the more it was weird. Anyway, fast forward to another point in time. That same instructor came into the class, and when he came into class, we had been asked to make our business cards. We've been asked to put our business cards. At the time, even though I was in the audio engineering program, I put on my business card digital media artist, because I didn't consider myself, I never have just considered myself just an audio engineer. Audio just happened to be my first discipline, what I spent the most time in. However, there was this comment that he made, and he said, you shouldn't put down something like digital media artist, because then they're gonna expect those other disciplines from you. And now, I've always been a very creative person, and he probably did not know that, but before I even got into audio, I've always written poetry, I draw, anything creative. I've always it's just very natural for me. And so I had those disciplines already in my pocket going in, and crafts that I was honing at the time. And it was just sort of very off-putting to me. So I just want to say this very quickly, is that somebody is always going to tell you what you can't be and what you can't do because of the limitations in their own mind and not in yours. And don't get upset with them, and don't blame them for that. Everybody's mind is just a little bit different. Some people can't wrap their head around the idea of somebody having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 disciplines, right? Some people can't wrap their heads around the idea that there's some people out there who are exceptionally talented when it comes to their linguistics. There's people that speak 3, 4, 5, 6 languages, right? I speak 3 languages, and not to boast, but I'm just saying, you never walk down the street and you don't know who you're talking to. So on the flip side of that, if you're somebody who maybe you can't handle, perhaps you can't handle or fathom the thought of somebody being multi-talented or multi-talented, maybe just sit back and go, and ask more questions instead of jumping to assumptions, because then you kind of look like an ass. And I'm not calling him an ass. I'm just saying, people who do that, you put yourself in a position to look like one. So, that's my thought for today. I'm gonna try to keep this thing up here, and I appreciate you guys tuning in.